Good evening and a very warm welcome to the Grassroots Weekend, show well into Saturday, 23rd of May. Absolutely flying over, isn't it? And you know I'm working from a loft at the moment because the studio was being closed, but the good news is I've rescheduled my broadband to come back on. That will be back on next week. So once it's back on, that means I'll be starting to move my equipment back in to the building itself, because as from the 1st of June, I should imagine we're going to try and open up, well, not me in particular, we're going to open up the building for the community. So that means I can start doing my shows back in the studio where I belong. Only just opened, didn't expect of COVID-19 virus to hit and put us all in all kinds of jeopardy, but hey ho, it's what it is. And I'm sitting in my loft, as you know yourself, to continue the show and continue to keep everyone busy and happy, and trying to keep it all in a good enough mood if we possibly can, because it is hard. And obviously with Mental Health Awareness Week finishing tomorrow on the 24th, we thought we'd give Mental Health Awareness Week a bit of a mention. Just before I do, as I said to you, I'm sitting in the loft and the wind is howling. It's unbelievable. So if the roof flies off and I start looking like Mary Poppins, then please get on the phone and tell me I'm flying high somewhere in the sky, and I might be at a building near you somewhere. I don't know. But anyway, that wind is horrendous. But so long as the sun's shining, staying dry. One thing I've got to mention, I don't think it'll be long before we start getting the water board on our backs, stating that there's loads of droughts all over the country. So stop using your hose pipes, stop filling up your jacuzzis and what have you. Everyone's after them, the hot tubs, and I know there's hundreds being bought and everyone has gone mad on them because of lockdown, and all the kids are enjoying them as well. So I can imagine that will be coming very, very soon indeed. I'm surprised, to be honest, because we haven't had rain for a while and there's been a lot more people using the water, staying at home, because as we said yesterday, the FA had the biggest input of people for grassroots football, nominating a grassroots hero who's gone that extra mile, and that's because people are at home. So I should imagine the water tanks and the water from the water board has been battered, because as I say, okay, we had a bit of rain the other day, but not enough to fill up the reservoirs. So I should imagine we'll all be getting letters through the door soon, and the government will put that in their press conferences at 5 o'clock on the evening now, and let us all know to go easy on the water as well, because we've got to save that. That's important. Anyway, Mental Health Awareness Week, and the rates are falling now. That's what I've been reading up on, due to poverty now. For the 100 years it's getting, people are dying a lot quicker and a lot younger, just because of the poverty situation. You know, kids in poverty, people in poverty, austerity cuts that we've been suffering over the last couple of years has put people in jeopardy. And now with the pandemic and COVID-19, I can just imagine what the mental health issues are like all around. Now there's a lot of people out there who are probably suffering with mental health, because it can happen to any one of us at any time, remember that. And with the stress that's going on now, furloughed, people coming out of work, thousands of people coming out of work, businesses threatening to close, people don't know where they are. Furloughed, fantastic, they're all locked down, fantastic, but it's what those bosses decide to do that must be stressful for the people who are sitting there looking at the families, thinking, saying nothing, building it up inside, as people who suffer with mental health issues do. They don't tell anyone. You know, kindness is a virtue. If we can get the kindness towards those people and help them out and try and listen to their complaints, maybe we could all help along the way, because I'm sure mental health issues are going to be really, really up with COVID-19 striking us as well. So this is another issue that we have to face over the next few months. This is why we've got to hope and pray, and this is why it's so important for everyone out there to adhere to the government rules, regulations about lockdown, they're still telling you if you're furloughed, stay at home, don't venture out unless you have to, social distance, keep 2 meters away from people. If you're out and about, head home as quickly as possible. Please, I know it's hard and stressful to be locked up, but if mental health issues is a factor for yourself that you need to be out, then please venture out and get some exercise down there. But please remember, we've got to have lockdown. We've got to try and protect ourselves, our families. We've got to be safe, because it will protect us all with mental health issues in the future. Because if COVID-19 strikes again, dear me, I think we're finished. It's going to be totally unsettling for everyone. It's a problem that we're all worrying about, and this is what is causing the mental health issues. You've got to understand that people are struggling. If you're rich, if you've got loads and loads of money and you can do what you want and you've got a great nest egg, you've got no worries, you've got no issues, you're probably just enjoying life the way it is. And if you're on lockdown, you can afford to pay your workforce, that's brilliant. Good luck to you. That's I'm saying that, but it's the majority of people who are going to struggle big time. And this is why the Mental Health Awareness Week aims to get the message across to people, it's like myself as well, not with mental health issues, but to worry about the people who you may think have. Make sure that you get in touch with your family, ask them if everything okay, talk to them, get it out to them, even your closest friends as well. Facebook, anything you can, FaceTime them, talk to them, see if they're A-okay. Now, I keep in touch with the likes of Col now and again. I know like Col has visitors crawling up to him to make sure that he's okay, because he lost his future wife just before Christmas, and he's been struggling because obviously COVID-19 come into it, the coronavirus, and you can imagine what the lad's going through. So I message him now and again, and I love to go and see him, but with COVID-19, keep your distance, and this is what it's about. But he knows, I mention him here, listen to my shows. Col, I hope you're keeping well, mate. I hope everything's going well for you. And obviously you've got friends all around, and you are probably one of the lucky ones that people are getting in touch with you and making sure that you're okay. And you've got a great family around you as well. And it's always nice to have a good family around you when it comes to mental health issues. So what we need is everyone to make sure that people around them are all okay. Not in this, we can't all be okay, because we want COVID-19 to disappear forever. Please, if you can. And my prayers are there for someone to come up with a cure and make a massive difference. Please, if you can, make a cure for this COVID-19. Get rid of it. There's self-testing coming out now. I don't know how good that is and what I'm hearing, but the swabs, if someone's had a self-test, please get in touch with me, mal@don'ttexttheline.com, and tell me what they're like, because I work on the front line, as they say, and I've not been offered a test yet, as yet. That's coming, I know it's coming, but I'd like to know what the test is all about. What does it consist of? Please, we'd all love to know what these tests are about. And as we say, mental health issues, if you think someone around you has got well, you can Mental Health Foundation, get in touch with them, or ask them to get in touch with them, and they can find out different. Don't hold it, don't keep it into yourself. Please, if I can help you out as well, mal@don'ttexttheline.com, add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites. I can talk to you as long as you want. Just phone me up as well. You've got my mobile on there, you've got my email address on there, you've got my messenger, you can message me, you can talk to me, and we can talk and discuss things. And who knows, people like myself might know where you can get help from. So it's always worth having that conversation, isn't it? Because I know it's stressful times with COVID-19, and we know our listeners, our viewers are all probably looking for some sort of guidance, some sort of help if they can get that as well. And there's a lad I used to, I still know very, very well. He suffers with mental health issues, John May, and he won't mind me mentioning himself, because John is an actor, Liverpool actor, and gets people laughing all over Merseyside, but he still suffers with mental health issues, and he's always open to talk, and he's always open to discuss it with people who think they might be going through the same thing. So there's people out there who are willing to help, and just get in touch with them if you possibly can, because if you know you've got some sort of issues, then the people around you, please annoy them and tell them. And if they're not listening, go to someone who will listen. And as I say, I'm open 24/7. Just get in touch with me. You've got my email address, you've got me here, and I can always give you a mention if you'd like on that. I can come down and interview you, or you can come up to the studio and you can talk about your issues that you may have, or what you've done to cure them, and you can talk to someone and help someone probably in the same situation, or what they're going through in the same situation as yourself. If you've cured yourself, or you think you've got over it now, well, there's thousands upon thousands of people that you're seeing on the television, the footballers, everyone. There's no matter what who you are, you've always got a bit of stress in your life that takes over, and those mental health issues just come. And thankfully, touch wood, I've not suffered with that. So, you know, I'm only new to the game, and I'm only new to learn about mental health issues. But what I see and what I read on social media, it gives me an idea what everyone is going through there. So if I can help at all, please don't hesitate to get in contact with Mal at don'txtheline.com. Now, we also talk about mental health issues. We're also, not so long ago, I won an award. I was nominated by Gordon Johnson from Liverpool County FA. Thank you very much, Gordon. And I'm a serial awards winner, and I'm not bragging about that, not in a million years. I'm not. It's just nice to be recognised for the work that you do in grassroots football. And I want to, you know, go in beyond on that, because the award I was given was from the NSPCC, and it was absolutely fantastic. It was towards safeguarding our children. And the work that we do also helps to do that as well, from the touchlines, on the field of play, off the field of play, and around about in the communities. Now, the worrying thing that I've got at the moment, is again we'll go back to COVID-19, is that people are locked up, people are going through mental health issues, as we've just talked about there. Now, there's poverty, so we've got to make sure that those people who are going through mental health issues and think they can't cope anymore have a family around them, and the kids are suffering as well. Now, we've got to make sure that we're all excuse me, safeguarding also everyone around us. Now, we were doing safeguarding in grassroots football. The kids were out, the kids were free, the kids were roaming, they're playing football. There's still kids out and about now in the streets, because you can't keep kids tied up. And as much as you can get them to the park and feel free and get some fresh air yourselves, well, that's all fine, well and do. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of kids who are suffering out there as well. And I want to do something in the very near future and work closely with the NSPCC, and I want to try and find out if we can help, if Don't Cross the Line can help, and make sure that these kids are safe, because a lot of them are locked in their own homes. Now, if you're a good neighbour, if you're a good friend, and you don't see these kids for a good while, please contact the people involved, contact the kids, contact the mums and dads, grandparents, if you've not seen them, and just ask them, is everything okay? Talk to the kids. You'll see the kids as well, and sometimes the kids give it away, the stress on their faces, if you're seeing the kids. We all need to make sure that we're doing something in our communities and in our society. And I'm sorry, it's not like a disturbing programme tonight. It could be if you look at it in a different way, but if we can help anyone with the kids as well, because that's my biggest worry, as I say, the kids who are struggling at home with nothing, and mums and dads are scared to ask anyone. There's loads. If you're struggling for food, there's people helping, there's food banks, and as I say, please get in touch with myself. I can put you in the right direction to the people who can really help you 100%, maybe not 100%, but really can do some good to help your families out, you know, because we don't want you stressing. We want you to enjoy what you have of life at the moment, because life is definitely too short, and if the kids are suffering, you're suffering, and the communities will want to help in any way they possibly can. There's some great people that I see on social media non-stop, helping every single day, getting food hampers out, going calling to people, making sure that everyone is okay in COVID-19 as well. We were all out on Thursday clapping the NHS and care workers, all the frontline workers, key workers. People were out on the steps, and there was more and more what I witnessed there on Thursday. It was great to see, fantastic to see, but those people as well can also help you people who are struggling, because sometimes we can walk head up high not knowing that there's not a care in the world, and we don't, it's not to be funny, we just don't realise that people around us are really stressing, and these are sometimes people that we know. So if we can help out as much as we possibly can, that'd be absolutely fantastic. But the big worry is that, as I said, I have, is the kids themselves as well, because we know and we see the advert on from the NSPCC, they're asking for money to be paid. Can we do some donating? Can we do some fundraising, please? Because we just don't know. I can imagine that the cases that they are going through, but me having a safeguarding award and looking at the kids every time I go out in grassroots football, when that was on, incidentally, and the kids who are refereeing as well, you know, because they don't tell you they've got problems. They think, or you think, everything is honky-dory. Even the kids, the managers play a great part in those as well, but they're not seeing the kids, are they? Because there's no training, there's no one-to-one training, there's no training facilities open, there's no games going on. So the managers were a godsend to the kids, because the kids will talk and trust the managers and coaches. And I was a manager and coach, and you know what, the stories that the kids come out with and tell you, you know, when I had these young kids now, and I still see them, they're all grown up and they're fantastic now, but when I was, you know, there was one or two kids who couldn't afford the subscriptions to your club. You put your hand in your own pocket, you always help them out as well, but they only had one parent and they were suffering going back a long time ago then. Now we didn't have what we're having now, the COVID-19, that people with, no one has ever in a million years would have dreamt of what's going to happen in our society, but it's opened our eyes and we have realised now we're at war. The whole world is at war with this virus and we need to stop it, but it's also affecting mental health, our mental health, and everyone around us mental health, because people are worrying about what they're going to be doing next. So the kids are going to suffer big time. So we need to get involved with the NSPCC, please, as quickly as we possibly can. If you've got any issues yourself, any worries yourself, and I can help out again, please get in touch with me. Add me as a friend on Facebook, and I'll say this, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the social network sites, even on the website www.don'ttexttheline.com, mal@don'ttexttheline.com, and you'll find my phone number if you want a personal call as well. And I'm open 24/7 and I'm here to help, because I see mental health issues being a massive problem, and also kids, poverty, abuse that's going on. We can do without it, and we can all help in some way. So if it's worrying you yourself as well, or you can help out, you get in touch with me and I can put these people who get in touch with me in touch with yourselves, because we all want to help out as much as we can. And I've never ever seen so many communities, the whole country, coming together as much as I've seen and witnessed over these last few months. It has been unbelievable. And mums and dads, a quick message to yourselves. I noticed on social media about the youths who were attacking a lone policeman, who they were not adhering to the social distancing rules, and what happens, they attack the policeman. You may have seen all over the news, and he had to go for hospital treatment, just trying to do his job, just trying to make sure that they're kept safe, as well as keeping everyone else around them safe. And yet the users today, or a certain amount of them, believe that they can take over and feel there's not a problem in what they're doing. Well, mums and dads, parents, I'm hoping that you show your kids there, and I'm sure you will like to take action, and if you don't, I hope the authorities will take action on the parents who are allowing their kids to roam the streets and do what they do. Okay, we're coming to the end of our programme. I'm hoping you enjoyed it, and as I say, we covered some mental health and the NSPCC issues with the kids. If you know anything, if you want to help, get in touch with me and we can put you in the right direction. And I'm sorry about me being Mary Poppins. The roof didn't come off through the show. You've heard the wind, it's so strong, but hey ho, what can we say? We've got on with our show, we've done our show, and we'll be back again tomorrow evening with the Grassroots Weekender show for day 3. In the meantime, excuse me, In the meantime, thank you very much to everyone out there. On behalf of Mal, Lee and Don't Cross the Line, the Respect Programme and Grassroots itself, we wish you a very good evening. Put your feet up, relax, be safe, and we'll see you tomorrow at 7. Good night. God bless.